Today there is no intro. There is no intro because listen, it's already too early for me. You guys know I am not awake this early. This is my morning, okay? I was still in my slumber and then I got woken up by the news by my husband. So, there is no intro. There is something that we knew was going to come anyway. I told you guys about this. Was it 2 weeks ago? 2 weekends ago, wasn't it? 2 Saturdays ago? We knew this was coming. And I had told you guys already. These people are so afraid of Trump. Did you guys know what CNN posted? CNN posted Trump injured at a rally. Injured? I'm sorry. Injured? Or was he shot at? Or was he attempted murder upon? Or was he almost assassinated? What do you mean injured, CNN? Huh? And then what did Joe Biden say? Joe Biden came, and he says, "Oh, I heard the news. I don't have all the details on it, so I can't really speak on it. I'll talk about it more when I know more." Had it been Trump, Trump would have immediately said, "I am sorry that to hear that news. We'll keep them in our prayers," or what happened. That's not what any of these leftists are doing. This is how you guys know if anybody is so dumb to believe that the right way to go is against Trump. I don't care if you like Trump, don't like him. I don't care. I don't care. If you are so blind to not be able to see that when a group of elites goes after a person this much, that person is onto something. If you're that blind and so dumb and so confused and just don't know, I wonder how you get across the street by yourself. I wonder how you survive without getting hit by a bus daily. I wonder. Because if people are really this stupid, this is a sad day for America. This is a sad day for America. And I hope it wouldn't come. But I told you guys it would. What did I say? I said this ish is coming. Because you want to know why? After the debate, they couldn't handle it. They could not handle what they saw on the debate. So now they want to assassinate Trump. They couldn't handle it. They were so they were so embarrassed by their candidate. I don't even know. What do you guys say? It says very jarring but nice hair. I appreciate it. Hi Derek. He says, "Yo, you have been on this." Derek, we spoke about it recently, right before the debate. No, right after the debate. I had told you guys they are going to try to take his life this year. I told you. I said, especially if he wins. I wasn't expecting it before he won the election, but I told you guys they're going to try to take his life this year. Mark my words. They cannot handle it. And especially after that pathetic performance of a debate that their candidate did, and the fact that their candidate is saying that he will not step down, Joe Biden comes out and says, "No, I'm not leaving. I'm not stopping." Joe Biden, you crapped your pants in front of the press not too long ago. Did you guys remember? Wait, let me get up and give you guys a demonstration of our president in chief. Hold on, because I have a lot more crap to talk about before you guys know. Watch. Joe Biden standing in front of the press. He walks up to the press, he stops, and then he does this. Watch. What was that pause for? What was the pause for? We all know what the pause was for. Anybody who's been around a toddler knows what that pause was. Anybody who's been around a toddler or anybody who wears diapers knows what that pause was. That was the uh, pause. He came out and says that he is not stepping down. He's not stepping down. He doesn't care what the people say. He's not stepping down. Then Kamala comes out and says he's a fighter. He's not going anywhere. He's a fighter. If there's anything we know about Joe, he's a fighter. Donald Trump gets an attempt on his life, and what does CNN post? Oh, Trump injured at a rally. What the do you mean injured? What? Okay, so if this was Obama, the great Lord Obama, great love, whatever, the savior, our savior in chief, Obama. If it's Obama, you know what they will say? Oh, racism is living loud and proud today in America. There has just been an attempt on our president's life, Mr. Obama. But because it's Trump, he was just injured at a rally. Guys, I know you guys. What did you guys think when you heard the news? What did you guys think? Exactly, Tomas. The not so civil war is coming. Sharon says that she saw it live. It was shocking. She was shaking, and God was protecting Trump. It went through his ear. Hold on. There's another thing about this whole hitting his ear thing. Typically, when a bullet is fired from very, very far away, anybody who shoots guns often knows this. If somebody is far, far away from you and they shoot directly at you, there are times when the bullet will deviate centimeters, sometimes even inches, because of wind interference, or what have you. We all know that God was watching over President Trump today. God made that wind shift and only make that bullet strike his ear, because imagine your ear versus, your eye. If a bullet goes through your eye, you're dead too, most of the time. So from your ear to your eye is what? How much is that? Like an inch? That close from killing President Trump. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is going to happen? Mr. Dr. M says, I'm disturbed but thankful that Trump survived. No, this isn't it. Trump got up like a gangster, put his fist in the air, and there was an American flag flying in the wind behind President Trump as he stood there with blood oozing out of his wound, going onto his white shirt on his suit, and his hand up in the air. And the Secret Service trying to hold him down because they don't want him to stand back up. But Trump keeps standing up because Trump refuses to lay down. So listen, I don't care. I don't care if anybody hates Trump or if you like him. I don't care. If you can't see that something is going on, if you can't see that there's a certain group of people that really hate Trump for a reason, if you can't see what's going on that side, I don't know what to say to you. I don't know what to say. There's people out here who really sit there and believe the side of the elites, the side of the establishment, the side that has been given. Okay, Joe Biden on the debates. Joe Biden, Hillary Clinton, every other politician who has gone against Trump right now, especially at the debates, what do they say? Oh, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this for America. Joe Biden, you've been in office for 40 years. You've been in office since. How freaking long do you need? What do you mean I'm gonna and I'm gonna and I? You would have, had you not been pulling your pockets and filling your pockets, you should have, but you didn't. Trump was there for 4 years and had more to show in that 4 years than Biden's whole career in office. He was 8 years as Obama's vice president. What were you doing? What were you doing? What do you mean I'm gonna and I'm gonna? No, you should have. And since you didn't, we're having to clean it up. We already knew it was coming. We already knew. We already knew. Mr. Renegade, this is how you know he is the right candidate for the job. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't care if he was nothing. They wouldn't care about him if he wasn't on the right track. They wouldn't care about him if they didn't think that he is capable of cleaning up over there. You know, these people, we have to understand as normal people, we're peasants, right? We're just the peasant class. But us peasants, one thing that we know about is how different people act with money versus how they act when they don't have money. These people have been getting their pockets lined for decades. People like Pelosi, these are people who are swamp beasts. They've been in the swamp so long that their skin is wrinkled from the swamp. Okay, these are people who are the swamp. They're not just living in the swamp. They are the swamp. They created what we have now. These people are so used to having their pockets lined that they'll be darned if they're going to let some orange man come up in and mess it up. They're living it good. They got a good life. You guys already know. Nancy Pelosi has now been crowned the queen trader, the best stock trader. Like, what? She's not even okay. Anyway, all these people who have entered into politics as broke people all of a sudden end up being multimillionaires on a salary of $171,000 a year. Isn't it like $171,000 a year that they're supposed to be getting? Hi, Black Petunia. She says, I'm assuming, yeah, it's a she. She says, oh, that looks like Crimson Cure's yeah, that looks like Crimson Cure's profile picture. But you said those gunshots sounded like it was from a BB gun. Not to me. I shoot guns all the time, and they sounded like they were very far away. That's what it sounded like. And that's why I said that the interference, because if somebody was actually on target by shooting at his head, his face, or whatever they were aiming for right here, if they were on target, the only thing that would have sent it off like that was wind interference. And wind interference only really affects a bullet when it's really far away, when you're shooting from very far away. That's when you really have to worry about the wind interference, because you're far away, the bullet has to travel a long way, and so on and so forth. So to me, it sounded like it was far away, very far away. That's probably why you think it sounded like a BB gun. But to me, it did not sound like a BB gun. I wear headphones when I listen to the gunshots. You guys should do it too. Do it yourself. And there were also, I believe there were also gunshots from the CIA or I'm sorry, the word is escaping me. Private security, what is it called? Secret security. Yeah, there it is. The secret security or secret service. Yeah, secret service. I think they started shooting too. So I don't know exactly where all the bullets came from, but the ones that I heard before Trump ducked down sounded very far away. Says that was no BB gun. What the F? No idea what weapon was used. Need info. Correct. But are we really surprised? Are we really surprised? We're not. We're not surprised at this. And the only thing that really pisses me off is that the reaction from the leftist media. Their reaction is so piss poor. They're acting, and you know, the thing is, we know that if it was one of their candidates, they would be up in arms. They would be like, this is not acceptable in America. We can't believe that the right, the extremist right, we always knew they're racist and they are blah. But when it comes to Trump, oh, he was just injured at a rally. He was injured. We don't know what happened. It's not, when you make a title like that, people think that President Trump fell off the stage. He was injured. He fell off the stage. A bee stung him. Something stupid happened. But you don't put in the title that there was an attempt on Mr. Trump's life. Last I heard, the gunman and a rally attendee were dead. There were people in the crowd who got shot. So that's for what's the name? Black Petunia. Black Petunia. There were no BB guns. There were people in the crowd who also were shot. And I don't know if they died or not. I don't know if there were deaths, but it seems like there were. So no, these were not BB guns. For those saying it's a prank, it was fake. Well, people dying is not fake. People dying at an event is not fake. There's nothing fake about that. So anyway, I know there's always people who are going to say like it's not real. Okay, well, tell that to the family who lost a loved one today or who has a loved one in the hospital that it's not real. I mean, I don't know. And what about, I mean, for me, I'm like, Trump was bleeding and people were thinking that he was bleeding from the inside of his ear, which I don't think that was the case. I think his ear actually was wounded. One moment, getting some updates. Okay. Someone sent me an update, so let's see what we have here. 1 second, guys. One moment. I'm pulling it up. Oh, okay. This is not what I'm looking for. Please don't text me right now with just random email alerts. Please, guys. I understand you guys want to chat, but this is not the time right now. Neil says, remember that the Dems tried to pass a bill to deny quote unquote convicted felons, meaning Trump, Secret Service protection? Gee, I wonder why. Oh, another thing. Another thing. So they convicted Trump supposedly of all these felonies, right? And they thought that that was going to work against the American people, that the American people would be turned off from voting for him because who would want to vote for a convicted felon? They obviously see that that didn't work. They saw the support after the debate for Trump. They see how much money Trump is pulling from the American people because people are supporting him, his campaign, and anything that he is about, people are supporting it. They see all of this support. It's killing them. So they're thinking to themselves, wow, we made this guy a convicted felon. We have said all the things that people get turned off about. Oh, he touches women. Oh, he does this. He's a pervert. He's racist. He's blah, blah, blah. And people are still supporting him. We must kill him. We got to take him out. There's no other way. But you guys know what? This isn't the first time that there has been an attempt on Mr. Trump's life. You guys know that, right? Huh? This is not the first time. But this is just the biggest one. This is just the closest one that someone has gotten. But there has been poison found in Mr. Trump's food. He has to have a taster, of course, as you guys know. Poison in his food. People from inside of the White House trying to assassinate Donald Trump. Mr. Trump's life has been attempted on when he was, okay, from when he was president until now that he's not president, countless times. I know that when he was president, I think it was something like 7 to 12 or 13 times his life had been tried on. Man. Reagan 2.0. But you know what? They kill Trump. Let them kill Trump. They are going to see a real war. You guys don't know what war is. We've never seen it in this country because when the Civil War happened, we weren't here. But God forbid you guys take President Trump's life, you will see this country burn in flames. People will lose their minds. You want to know why? Because you don't do that. You don't do this to somebody who has given hope to the American people when we're living in a time with high inflation, people not able to pay their bills, and all of this because our money is being laundered in Ukraine. For all of those who don't know, for all of those who still believe in MSNBC and ABC, for those of those who still believe what the mainstream media is telling you, wake up. The reason why you're struggling in life right now is because of the policies that these people are pushing, because they're getting richer while we're getting poorer. For those, and people are saying, we shouldn't vote for Trump because Trump is a rich man. He doesn't understand the struggle of the poor. Okay. So let me get this right. So the person that we should vote for should not be rich. So they should be a person that's struggling like us, right? A normal person that's struggling who doesn't know possibly good money management, possibly. That's the person that we should vote for to handle the books in America. No matter how bad it feels, be logical. We need someone who knows how to handle the books, someone who knows how to handle money. Trump does. Trump is not getting rich off of the American people. Trump was already rich before he got there. He doesn't need our money. He doesn't need your money. He doesn't need to cheat, lie, and steal. He has his own. Why would I want to vote for somebody who's broke and then gets in the office, gets into politics to get rich? Do you think they're going to give a damn about you? Once they started lining their pockets, do you think they give a damn about your struggle? You think they feel bad? Or do you think they think, well, I got mine, you better get yours? I don't know how you're going to get yours. These people, I'm telling you, what do you guys think will happen? Do you guys think that the rallies are over? Do you guys think that the people around Trump, because it's not going to be Trump who's going to end it, it's going to be the people around him who are going to recommend that he stops doing his rallies? Do you guys believe that the rallies are going to stop now? Or do you think that they're going to make them remote, online? I don't know. Do you guys think any change is going to come from this? Or do you guys believe that he's going to go harder? No, the rallies are not over. Hi, D14. Welcome. Good afternoon. I know it is way too early for me. I am barely awake. You guys know this. Look, the sun is out. You guys see behind me? The sun is out. Okay. When the sun is out, I am not. You guys know me. Okay. The sun is out, and I'm not usually awake during this time. But like I told you, my husband came banging through the door, waking up my slumber, saying, Amira, get up. What? What? Amira, Trump was shot. Here's me taking off the covers. I didn't even ask where. Is he alive? Is everything okay? I just took off the covers. I was like, because listen, we already knew what was going to happen. So Trump will go harder. But it scares me. It the reason why it bothers me is because I know how he feels. Like if it were me, I wouldn't care. Like because this is my goal. This is what I'm doing. I don't care. But when I want him to make it. You know what I mean? I want him to make it. And sometimes I think like these people are on a mission. These people are sinister. These people are sick. And I cannot imagine what will happen if they actually succeed at taking Trump away from. I don't care how much you don't like him. If you're that scared of a man winning, maybe it's something that you're doing wrong. Maybe you need to fix yourself to make yourself a better candidate. Maybe you need to offer the American people something. And don't start inventing crap that didn't happen, people. Who said that? Somebody inventing something? Guys, you guys remember what happened around the time when what was it, 2020, when they said that Joe Biden won the election? You guys remember how many people were inventing things at that time? Oh my gosh, it was incessant. Dr. M says, I think the rallies will continue, but with further elevated levels. Well, of course, of course. But my thing is, how you cannot stand in front of President Trump the whole rally. You can't cover him. You can't cover his face. You know what I mean? There are guns. Let me stop talking too much because I don't want to give people any ideas or talk too much about things that I do. There are certain type of weapons that can be put together very easily in a place. Even if you have been checked by security, these are completely innocent things that can be put together in a place and that can fire relative You guys understand what I'm trying to say, right? All you need is 10 or so people working together. You take in this piece, you take in that piece, I take in this piece. You get checked by security. You don't have any weapons on you. You know what I mean? You put in this stuff together in the crowd. Everybody puts their piece together, and you're making a weapon that can take out the president. This is what I'm talking about. These are things that I'm talking about that can happen. No matter how high of security you have, there's always that, and this is the thing that bothers me. This is why I'm like, I just want him to protect himself because I need him, we need him to just get there. We need him to get there. And at this rate, they're not going to let him get there. They're not going to let him get there. Mm-mm. Well, I know, Tim. I know. I know. And that's the thing. And I'm sure his Secret Service is so frustrated with him at this point. They're probably telling him, will you sit the F down? Trump, sit the F down. He's probably like, I'm going back out. I'm going back out. I wasn't done my speech. I wasn't finished. The best part was coming. The best part was coming. No, Trump, sit down. Sit down. I'm going to finish my speech and then, no. My question is, what else are they trying? What else are they doing? Going to, wait, why am I not reading this right? Am I having a stroke? What else are they doing out going to do? So it's not me, it's you who made this crappy sentence. It's not me, it's you. All right, I'm just making sure that I'm not the one losing my mind. I speak English, but whatever you just wrote is not proper English. I don't know exactly what. Am I reading it wrong? Samuel. Oh yeah, Samuel's not here. Samuel's working. What else are they doing out going to do while using this event as cover? I don't know what you. I just wish Samuel was here because if he could help me with this, I'm sure he would be able to know what this means. I don't know, but nonetheless, they
What was the
might.
question?
Samuel,
Hi.
hi, hi. I wasn't expecting you. Hi
We
there.
just we just wrapped up my stream. Yeah.
Okay. So this guy put a question, and I just wanted you to translate it for me because
My question is, what else are they doing to or out going to do while using this event as cover? Okay, so I think there's just some extra words in there. Essentially, he's asking, what are they going to do while everybody's focused on this? Like, what are the
oh,
people potentially behind this doing? While we're looking one way, they're all off over here doing something else, like a sleight of hand.
hmm. You think this is that kind of thing that this is a kind of like look over here.
Honestly, I don't know what to think. We got the news like 10 minutes after I started my stream today. Like we had a whole other show planned, and it was just all Trump, all rally, all shooting, all this and that, and yeah, it was kind of shocking. So I'm not sure what to think. I got about 8 dozen theories going through my head, all of which could be totally wrong. So
Did you see what CNN posted? CNN posted video saying, "Oh, former President Trump injured today at rally. Injured."
yeah, there were some false posts going around from CNN and MSNBC and others that I don't know if those were real or not, because it's actually really easy to fake a post on X, right?
No, no,
To
no,
put it
no.
in
That's
like
not what I'm
somebody else
talking
did it.
about.
But
No, no,
what they
Samuel.
had said,
We,
what was said
no,
was that
I
he
get
had
it. But hold
fallen.
on. The point that I'm making is that CNN was trying to downplay what happened. This was on
Oh yeah,
CNN. This is CNN's YouTube channel. They posted the clip of what happened and they titled it that way. What I'm saying is, had it been one of their candidates, they would have said, "Oh, it's a sad day in America. There was an attempt on Obama's life. The racism lives proud and still in America," or whatever. But when it comes to
sure,
Trump, they said that he was injured at his rally, as if he wasn't just tried to be assassinated.
sure. Yeah, no, that I actually absolutely believe. I haven't seen that, but yeah, I do believe it. Everybody and their dog is talking about this right now.
Not the dog.
It's just an expression.
Oh man. Thank you, Samael, for coming
Yep.
in and giving us your view. Thank you so much for translating that comment as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fionn says they will try again. He needs a VP they're afraid of. Yeah, but it's kind of hard to do the same thing again because now you've heightened everybody's, you know what I mean? You've heightened everybody's senses. So it probably won't be done the exact same way that they did it this time, Fionn. But yeah, they're definitely going to try again because they really want to get him out of this race. They're doing anything that they can. That's why they labeled him a felon in the first place. That's why they tried to label him as a criminal, a felon, a rapist, a this, a that, because they're trying to get him out. First, they tried to wear him down through the court proceedings. They tried to drag his name through the mud, even worse than what they did while he was president. They talked about him having the highest spending of any other president in history when he was president. Gee, I wonder why. I wonder why Trump's presidency had the highest amount of spending of any other president. Could it be that he was the president during a global freaking pandemic and had to support his country? Could it be that this was a time that nobody expected, but he tried to do his best to get medicines approved that we could get? I know people hate the vaccine, but whether we like it or not, that's something that he tried to give to the American people as a right to try, not as an obligatory thing, not as a mandated thing. He gave it to the American people as a right to try drug to please the left. The left were the ones saying that they wanted a vaccine. They were the ones saying, we need some kind of security. We need to know that we're safe somehow. He gives them the vaccine. Oh, now we're going to mandate it. We're going to make sure that everybody has to take it, no matter what. No matter whether they like it or not, you're going to have to take it. Trump had the highest spending because he was faced with a global pandemic that the rest of the world was faced with as well. But they will not acknowledge that. Instead, they try to make it seem like he was taking money offshore and giving it and laundering it to other countries at war. Ukraine. Because that's what's happening now. All the money that we're losing as Americans now, we don't know where the money is going. I would rather have a president spend money on a global pandemic that we know where the money is going versus this. Versus this. We have money that is not accounted for. When he was asked what happened to this money, what was said? We don't know. We don't know. It was a treasury, wasn't it? Who said that they just didn't know where a couple of $billion went? They don't know. They don't know. But yet, if you're missing $50 in your IRS taxes when you're paying taxes to this IRS, the mafia, when you're missing $50, you better find out where you can get those $50 to pay them back, or else you're going to jail. But they lose billions, and oh, we don't know what happened. I don't know. How strange. All right. Carrie says, I recall you were out during the daylight hours once at a Best Buy. Oh, that was right. Right. And it was actually sunny that day, wasn't it? Yeah, I was at a Best Buy. I was buying a laptop, another laptop with you guys. That was a long time ago, Carrie. Very long time ago. I'm surprised you remember that. Remember, these people hate your existence and wish the most awful things happening to you, your loved ones, and children, and they laugh about it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. But they're the ones who say that our side is the evil side. Our side is the violent side. We are the hateful ones. We're racist, of course. We're KKK and Hitler incarnate. Yet, wasn't it Kathy Griffin who came out with an illustration or like a fake decapitated head? Wasn't it her who had the decapitated head of Trump hanging in her hand with fake blood flying everywhere? Oh, but that was just a joke. That was just Satire. Puniti. Punyaya. Puntipi. Neil, someone shoots at a Dem, all we hear is that toxic right wing rhetoric provokes people to violence. Will we now hear that if Trump wins, democracy ends? Might have been motivated, that might have motivated a leftist assassination. That's what I'm saying. A, a leftist, all these leftists that are hyped up on CNN and MSNBC who have been giving them this same toxic rhetoric for 6 to 8 years about how they're right wing this, the right wing that, they're Hitler incarnate. They're out there to kill all the blacks and the Mexicans, and they hate everybody who's not white, blue eyed, and blah blah blah. Okay, so you're telling me that rhetoric being drilled into people's heads for 6 years or so, that isn't what may have caused people to go rogue, but us as right wingers saying that the Second Amendment should not be taken away from the people, because that's what someone said to me right now. I was online as soon as I heard about the attempt on Trump. I went online and I had a conversation. I had like a chat thingy, and all I did was post something about all of this happening and so on. This person comes onto my thread and says, "Oh, Amira, I've heard of you. Aren't you the right wing pundit who says that Second Amendment shouldn't be taken away or infringed? You are the type of person that provokes people like this because you are the type of person who thinks that people should have arms and weapons without being checked mentally." I responded, I said, no one knows when a person will go rogue, okay? But one thing that we will not do is take away guns from law abiding citizens, because bad guys will always have guns. It's the good people that follow the law that will not have guns if we pass laws that guns are no longer allowed or that we need to restrict guns more. Only people that will be punished are the law abiding citizens. Bad guys will always have guns, knives, bombs, anything that's illegal. I know a knife isn't illegal, but you guys understand, any type of weapon, anything that's illegal, drugs, whatever you want, it's out there. You can find it. And guess who's not taking those things? The good, law abiding people. So all you're going to do is make the good chickens prey for the predators. That was my response to the person. They've been quiet ever since. I don't get it. I just don't get it. He says, Hustler says, I think Trump's ear got glazed by a bullet. So do I. So do I. They haven't come out yet and said exactly what he has suffered, but I believe that's what it is as well. Covert. Very hard due to the barrel or action is metal, but it's possibly, I don't know what you're saying. Sorry. I think you're talking about weapons that you can put together easily. I'm not sure. Rent the Pope Mobile. The Pope Mobile. Oh, yes, I did see the iconic picture of him after it happened with his fist in the air and the American flag flying high and proud in the background. That is going to be the picture that we have now of Trump. All they're doing is making Trump more and more of a legend than what he already is. That's all they're doing. And they don't realize that you trying to kill Trump is going to make people that don't even like Trump, who hate Trump, defend Trump. That's all you're going to do. All you're doing is making him a martyr. You're making him a hero. You're making him a gangster. Not only does this man have what's it called, a rap sheet, a mug shot, 3 baby mamas, like this guy, you are making him into something that people can relate to, something that people are going to like, and they're going to prefer somebody who's down to earth, who's real, and who's a little bit tough. People like that, and you're messing it up. You're messing it up, Democrats. You guys think that you're making him something that people run from. You're not. More people are going to defend Trump now since you have attempted his life. Since you have attempted to take this man's life, people who don't even like the man are going to start defending him. This will not have the effect that they think it will. Go ahead, San Miguel.
So I put a meme out during the course of my show that I think you might appreciate if you want me to share it here.
Go on.
All right, just a second, and we'll bring it right up.
We all love a good meme on the right, don't we? The left can't shoot.
Just saying.
Look, they fail at everything, don't they? They fail. Everything they do, they fail at. That's the problem, see?
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with that one.
Very nice. Very, very nice. And listen, and it's crazy because, all right, so now we're to the point where we're going to say, wow, the left fails at everything, even at attempting to take out their enemy. You can't even do that good, can you? Hi, Larry. Larry says some news articles are saying that the shooting happened yesterday. Uh, no, because people were watching this live. So are you telling me the news is acting? Oh my God, I can't stand the American press sometimes. Okay, I can't even say okay it was yesterday because maybe the East Coast, the East Coast is already past midnight. No, no, that's an outright lie because we're not even close to it being midnight on the East Coast. So no, that's an outright lie. Oh my gosh, people were watching this live, including Sharon. I was having my coffin sleep. I was in my coffin sleeping, but other people were watching it live. Hi, Brabus. Brabus! Hello, Brabus! See, I love that name for reasons that you guys will never know. I will never tell you guys why I love that name. I will never let you know. But there is a car company and a car group that, okay, anyway. If his mugshot wasn't enough for him to win this election, this right here sealed the deal. Brevis, that's what I was saying right now. That's exactly what I was saying. And I'm like, you're not going to get the response. Either you kill him, you do it right, you kill him. But even if you did kill him, the America is going to burn. You think that people are going to be okay with only having Kamala Harris, Biden, and a couple of other rhinos as our options now? Do you think that America is just going to lie down and take that and just let you kill the leader of the right party? I mean, he's not even the leader of the right, he's the leader of the conservatives. No. It's not gonna be what they think it's gonna be. The Civil War has already started. It's just not violent yet. Well, the left is making it violent. We weren't even violent, but the left, the party of tolerance, the party of acceptance, the party of love, love at all ages and all stages, right? Right? Pervs, diaper sniffers, the party of diaper sniffers. I'm sorry, I went out on a tangent. But this is the party of acceptance, and they are the violent ones, the ones that are always pointing a finger at us, saying that we're the violent ones, but they're the ones who start the violence. We'll be the ones finishing it ultimately if it ever comes to that, but they're the ones who are starting it. Gates as VP would be great. He said no, he didn't. When you guys write sentences like that, no, he didn't, or something, you guys have to tell me what you're speaking about because when I read your comment, maybe I'm not talking about the thing that I was talking about when you commented. So I need to know exactly what you are responding to. So just for a future reference, please say what you're responding to, like in a complete sentence for me, so I know what you're talking about. Tim says a global pandemic. Mm, yeah, that happened. Oh, so I think you guys are talking about when we were talking about COVID, right? Okay. And you said no, he didn't. I still don't know what you're responding to. Sorry. Oh, Mr. Renegade says, I remember that too. She was talking trash about that soy boy. Who are we talking about? Oh my gosh. I wish I was. Okay, I need to read exactly when we're. We can't show them any more civility or courtesy as they use it against us. The line was crossed years ago. Gosh, you sound like. You sound like. Gosh, what was his name? What was his name? Samuel. The one. The one. What was his name? Oh my god. The one that's no longer here with us. Oh my gosh.
Which one? There have been a couple.
The most recent one, the
Oh,
one who,
Diogenes.
there you go, Dio. He sounds like Dio. Because Dio would say things like this: we can't be civil to them, we kill them all. I was like, Dio, chill. Dio, chill. Yeah, Dio. This is Dio in disguise. Yeah, but you know what? I try to look at this as not a left right situation. I look at it more as a patriot versus traitor situations, you know? And the thing is, a lot of people don't know that they're being traitors to us, but the majority of them do. The majority of them do know, but they have no sense of patriotism, so they don't give a damn. They don't care. They don't care that they're being traitors because maybe they're benefiting from their actions. Like, example, those who are working with China, right? They're getting money from doing these trades that affect America, affect us in a bad way, affect us poorly, but because the benefits to themselves are so great, they would they don't care about the rest of America because as long as they're taken care of, they'll do whatever. This is what I'm talking about. So, patriots versus traitors, that's how I see it as more than a left or right thing. Because the right is full of them too. The right is full of traitors. You guys know that. And that's why I don't consider myself a Republican either. I'm not a Republican. I'm a conservative. Exactly, Burbis. Trump just won the election. Correct. I blame the media. The shooter probably watched The View. wait, wait. So you telling me after the last show from The View, that person, he was like watching, and then he turned off his TV, like, this is it. Turned off the channel. This is it. I'm gonna take care of this myself. That's funny. You guys are funny. Hi, service. He says, too many variables are popping up right now. May have to wait a couple more weeks to see the bigger picture. Yeah, that's true. But Larry just texted me saying that there was somebody who saw the shooter climb up a building or into a tree or something like that, and the police just let him go. So Trump is alive, so that's good. You're right, Hunter. You're right. And he's more than alive. He's infuriated. Now he's infuriated. Now he's you know when people are on a mission and something like this happens, it makes you more hungry to succeed. You know what I mean? Because now there's been attempts on his life and it was public and things are heating up. Remember, do you guys remember? You guys remember this, right? You guys remember back in January on the new year, when the new year turned 2024, the beginning of 2024, I came on stream and I told you guys, stop cheering for this year. Do you guys remember that? When all of you guys were like, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I said, stop saying Happy New Year. This isn't going to be a happy year. I told you guys, this year is going to be crazy. This year is going to be for the history books. Remember? And I told you guys, right after May or June, that's when it's going to get really hot. And here we are in July. So it didn't happen exactly when I said it happened, that it would happen. Nonetheless, it's happening. I told you guys, stop saying Happy New Year. This is not going to be a happy year for America. This is going to be a crazy, possibly even bad year. Because even if we do get our way, let's say we do, let's say Trump wins the election, right? He's put back in office where he was supposed to be in the first place. Let's say that does happen. Even then, we are still going to have to deal with their response to it. We're going to have to deal with their response to Trump being back in office. We're going to have to deal with all of those people who have been incentivized and radicalized by MSNBC, NBC, ABC, all the C's and the D's and all that nonsense. All the people that have been radicalized for 6 to 7 years by this media, we have to deal with their response to Trump being back in office. So even if we get what we want, it's not over. It's not over. These people have been radicalized for years, and at this point, they're going to be worse than what we had before. You guys remember before they were just screaming in the streets, "No!" You guys remember that girl? And it was made out of a meme out of. She was made into a meme because it was so hilarious the way she was screaming into the sky. No! Now it's not any more of that. Now it's even worse because now these people are more radicalized. They've been like this for years. Stream crashing. What was her name again? Anyone? I don't remember. Did we ever actually know her name? I don't remember her name. You guys remember though, right? She was screaming in the streets. You guys remember she was wearing like a lime green jacket? Oh my gosh, she looked like one of those gender confused. They call themselves non-binary, but truthfully, it's just because we can't tell what the heck they are. And that is a sad thing. That's a sad thing. And that's how they all want us to look. You guys realize that, right? These people, the powers that be, the models that they are putting as perfection of humanity. So before, all of our best models were like Victoria's Secret models. I don't know the names of all of them, but you guys know what they used to look like. They were gorgeous. They were women that looked like superhumans, right? The models that they put on the on runway right now, they all look like gender confused. You can't tell if it's a man or a woman. This omnious, I don't know what the word is, ambiguous, like gender ambiguity. I don't know what it is, but they're women with masculine features or men with feminine features. That is what they're promoting to us as what is beautiful in today's world. You know what I'm talking about? I want Trump. I would rather have Trump. Trump is honest. He's honest about who's fat, who's ugly. I know Rosie O'Donnell had a bad bad time with him for a little bit. But I'd rather have somebody who's not afraid to say the truth. If we don't fight against this, it goes deeper than just the presidency or what have you. It goes deeper than that. It goes into our culture as a whole, our society, the way we function as humans. They're trying to change that. They're trying to tweak that, which is something that I don't think that humans are actually switching. I think they're just acting like that because they think that it is a proper way to. I hope you guys understand where I'm going. Do you guys understand where I'm going with that? That humans' idea of beauty never really changed, but they're just going with the flow because you don't want to be the person going against the grain. I don't know. Something like that. Yes, thank you. And androgyny? Is that how you say it? Androgyny? Freaking androgyny.
And androgyny, like
Oh,
it's a
androgyny.
J sound. Yeah, androgyny.
English is so confusing because you guys tell me in school that G is G.
To be fair, this particular word comes from, I think, Latinized Greek. So, like the G's were the J sounds, and the J's are I sounds or Y sounds. It's a whole thing.
Okay,
Anyway,
but it's in American, Samael. And don't disappear when I'm ready to yell at you. It's in American. It's in American. And if it's in American, it needs to be written the way that we can read it. You guys know in Spanish, there's Spanish words that are, or sorry, English words that are used in Spanish, but Spanish writes them the way that Spanish readers can say it. You know what I'm talking about? They don't
oh yeah,
use the G because the Greek G sounds like a J, and then the J, and we're just going to put that in English like that because that is not the American rules of the letter. No, Larry. No, no, no. You're not coming on, Larry. No. I'm not letting you on so you can sit here and argue. Samuel, why did you let him in? Sit,
sorry.
Argue
Larry.
what?
Larry.
What? I was gonna argue anything.
Then why you come? Why you come right now?
I just wanted to compare notes with you. I went to school, but you said you went to school, so I'm trying to find out what school is.
Oh my God! See, this is the reason why. This is the reason why I don't need this right now. Like, Larry, you know I'm going through stress right now. My daddy was just attacked, and you come over here to argue with me about enunciation of words.
Mm-hmm. Yes,
Larry,
yes, I did.
Larry,
Yes,
you see I'm going through stuff right now. I'm over here mourning my daddy.
yes, yes. I can see that. I
Well,
see you in
I'm
mourning.
glad you can because those glasses are really thick. You should be able to see something over there. Technically, I should be wearing glasses like that, but you should be able to see
Really,
a whole lot, Larry. You should be able
I'm
to see the
I'm getting
future, the
darker by the
past.
second with depression. I'm literally getting darker by the second.
It's racism. It's racist.
It is.
Pride. Is anybody else getting like a Morgan Freeman in what was that movie where he played God kind of vibe from Larry right now?
Shut up, you green asshole.
Larry, naughty corner right now. You 30 seconds. You get 30 seconds in the naughty corner. You're bad. See, this is the reason why. No, and you get it too because you're the one who provoked him. So both of you two are in trouble. Now, both of you guys got 30 seconds. Think about what you guys did. Look at the wall and watch the paint dry. Hello, Pride. How are you guys doing? I swear I treat my people very, very well. It's just sometimes you gotta beat them because it's just hi Burnaby. How are you, Burnaby? English is a Frankenstein language. I know, but I can't understand words. So it's pronounced androgyny.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, androgyny. Okay, got it. All right then. All right. Mr. Magnetic says Trump, played the pandemic off like it was a hoax. So,
Not sure how that happened, but okay.
so he, okay. No, I'm trying to understand what he's trying to say because I'm trying to figure out the thinking of people that disagree with me because I'm not trying to dismiss anybody just because I think what they're saying is retarded. I'm trying to understand the thinking that a person may have that could make them think such things. So, okay, Trump played off the pandemic like it was a hoax, like it was fake, right? So, is it because of him pushing the vaccine to make it faster that he thought it was a hoax or a game or fake? Or was it him trying to shut down the country and trying to prevent Chinese people from coming here before Nancy Pelosi said that it was racist to do so? Was that him? Because do you guys remember back in 2019, Trump was the one who said that he wanted to prevent people from China from coming for a while until they figured out what was going on. Nancy Pelosi said, I think it was in January, Trump is racist because we can't tell people from China not to come here. It's racism. So, and
Mhm.
then in February, Nancy Pelosi went to Chinatown publicly. Do you guys remember that? And said,
Yep.
Hug a
everybody,
Chinese.
come to Chinatown. We're all here having a great time. Don't be racist. Huh. So who was the one playing it off like a host? The one who acted like it wasn't real? Was it the person trying to close the country from the threat, or was it the person going to Chinatown and saying, "Let's all come to Chinatown and hang around more Chinese people because to do not so it would be racist." I don't know. I'm just trying to figure out the thinking of other people who disagree with me. You guys understand what I'm saying, right? I'm not trying to
Mhm.
dismiss
Well,
anyone
well,
for no
I
reason.
definitely understand what you're thinking, and I also remember all the articles that I've been reading over the past year and a half of Chinese illegals trying to breach military installations and China trying to buy land in America in areas near military installations. And the fact that it's actually, I believe, over the past several years, more Chinese people have got into the country illegally than any other race, from any other country.
That's true. That's true. It's sad. And it's all military age
Yep,
Chinese.
all military age men for the most part.
Yeah. There's some women, but man, it's like 90% men coming over here. And you think about that and you're like, so that's not a refugee family. That's a bunch of young military men coming over to our country. And we don't
It's a
know if these people
deployment.
are spies.
It's a deployment, like you said.
Oh,
They're
it's
all
the
they're sleeper cells. They're
The
sleeper
sleeper cell.
cells.
There you go. There you go. And that's the thing. The other part is this administration has been letting balloons from China cross into our airspace. But why in the FU, other word, are you allowing Chinese balloons to enter our airspace?
Well, we know, that's a good question. I'd love to ask Biden that. I'm sure in they did it to the Japanese too. What was it saying about 2 months ago? And a Japanese destroyer just happened to accidentally cross over into Chinese water space. What a day or two ago, a
Hmm,
Japanese destroyer.
hmm.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard about that.
Oh
I
yeah.
just
Yeah.
I just heard of all the balloons being crossed into America, and the media stopped reporting on it. Pride,
Hmm.
the media stopped reporting on it. They're not telling you all what's happening. They
Because they
haven't
don't want
told
you to
you
know
that.
Trump was right.
Yeah,
Wow,
one of
that's
them
that's
passed within
another
100 miles of where I live.
Did you
really.
shoot it down?
No, they we didn't even find out that that was happening till it was already in another state.
Well, a lot of
But
Americans are thinking that that's American because Americans don't expect foreign
mhm,
UFOs. When you say UFOs, I mean unidentified flying objects, not an UFO as an alien. But we don't expect UFOs from other nations in our skylines. We expect that everything that we see in the sky is American property. We don't
mhm.
expect it to be foreign. So that's why a lot of Americans aren't shooting it down because they don't know.
Well, yeah, and it was just because the obvious question is why in the hell would it be going over the middle of Wyoming of all places? But the thing is we Wyoming provides about 90% of the coal-fired energy production in this country and several others. We are also, like Montana and North Dakota, home to many nuclear silos.
But that's the thing. That's why I was getting ready to say the main nuclear areas in America are in the heart of America, in places where nowhere, because the reason is because you don't want them on the coast because the coasts are too easy to strike. The first thing that's going to be struck by any foreign missiles is going to be the coastlines. So we want to put our secret things in the middle of our country. Good thing is our country is so darn big. The continental United States, anyway, is so darn big that if something enters our coastline, we have a lot of time to interfere with it before it reaches Wyoming or Middle America.
Generally, yeah. Like if it's coming from the west, which it would be if it was from China, like they not only do they have to land on our shores, but then they've also got to navigate a bunch of desert and then the Rocky Mountains to even before they even get to us.
Hmm. The America is just so perfect in so many ways. We are set up to defend our continent. Like we're set up. It's just natural defense. We have natural defense in this area that we live in.
Hmm.
It's beautiful.
Unless you have a brainless idiot letting them in.
I mean, Larry, I was thinking about something good, and you just changed it into me completely feeling hatred towards this person. I just, oh my
I
god.
figured I'd do it before Samuel did it.
Well,
I
thank you,
kind of
because it's
stepped
like
on
for
his
sure
toe.
it's gonna be one of you that does it. I mean, but it really does bother me that we are being invaded from the inside, and he knows it's happening, and he's just sitting there on his ass. And I'm thinking, he is benefiting from this somehow, and he's letting this happen on purpose, but there is some kind of benefit behind this. There's something that they're gaining from this, Larry and Samael and Pride. He's gaining something from this. There's no, I just wonder what it is. What is he gaining?
And
I'm curious.
I'm not sure we'll ever find out.
We'll probably never know. We can always assume that it's money, but it has to be
Or
something more.
power.
But power how? Because even Biden's sons aren't going to be able to take up any power, even in
I'm
American.
thinking that's only assuming that that America stays set up the way that it is. If we fall to the globalists like the EU has, that no longer matters.
Ooh. Turkey is pulling out of NATO.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they officially accepted an invitation to join BRICS, I think, middle of last week.
And
And
I
they won't be the
believe
last.
that
Nope, they
America
won't.
should be pulling out of NATO as well. America should be
Mhm.
pulling out. And Trump was talking about this because I think he sees that NATO is just a new world order in a organization.
Yeah, NATO. I view it this way: NATO is more like the executive or the military arm of the whole UN project, which the UN is is supposed to be a governing body made up of smaller governments of individual nations,
That's
right?
right.
Which makes it de facto the world government,
That's right.
right? Which I mean, yeah, we should absolutely be cutting ties with them.
That's right. And I mean, there's just so many things. And people call him crazy for wanting to do these things. And when you really look at it, it's like the people who think that we should stay in these situations do not see the world for what it is. They see it as Americans who have been taught that inclusivity and diversity are the strengths and so on and so forth. They think that us being friends with the world is going to make us stronger, but it only makes us weaker. It makes us get taken advantage of, because when you are the leader, you're the most powerful, people come to suck your tit. And our tits are being sucked dry.
Yeah, the
No,
milk's gone sour.
I mean, not only that, I mean, it's almost gone powder at this point
Yeah,
with Biden
It's
as our
it's
with
coming it's coming out cheese.
yeah. And in the midst in the midst of all this, you got Zelensky coming out yesterday begging America, "Oh, please don't wait until November to give me some more money."
Oh, oh, you! I almost forgot about that mother. I think we need to. We're gonna come back tomorrow because I have to go now. But we're gonna come back tomorrow because tomorrow I want to do a stream with you guys in the night, and I want us
Okay.
to go through Larry's list because Larry graciously has made us a list, hasn't he?
Yes, it's in the works. That
Okay,
list is being
okay.
worked on.
I did not want to start promoting you and giving you praise like last time, and then you tell me, "Oh, I ain't done nothing this time." Larry,
That was Samuel's fault.
okay, okay, everything. But I'm gonna come back tomorrow, guys, because I want to do a night show with you guys. Right now, I have a party to go to, and I need to get to it. And I'm gonna make a speech at this party about what happened today as well, because they're dying to hear the information. So,
Yes.
and I'm giving a speech to my people, us brown people, us Easterners. So I have to tell it to them because they don't watch the news. They don't watch ABC and whatever. They don't watch Fox. They don't know anything unless it's coming from one of them. So me as an Arab, I'm spreading conservatism or conservative thought to them. They're already conservatives, but I'm talking about political conservative thought to them. So that's what I'm about to do right now. I'm going to go to this party, tell them what we just spoken about, and so on, and tell them what happened today with Trump as well.
Yeah.
So
Hey, is the party you're going to? Is it in the hood or is it being thrown by a black person?
no,
Okay. Just checking. I was gonna say if it was, just you were thinking about something to bring, Kool-Aid and chicken. You can't go wrong.
I'm sorry. I
Anyway,
heard
folks,
chicken. Oh, what?
I said Kool-Aid and chicken. You can't go wrong.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid.
I don't know.
It
I
is
know
a
what
drink,
chicken is. I know chicken is good. We have chicken. We have like biryani. We have like kapsa. We have like rice and chicken, chicken and
but
rice, and
is
stuff
it
like that.
fried?
No,
Then it doesn't count.
fried chicken not
Now,
good for you.
no,
But
no,
it's
no, no.
delicious.
Yes, I understand. But I'm saying if you were going to a party in the hood, so to speak, or thrown by someone of my community, Kool-Aid is something that's a very popular drink. I'm sorry, but some of the stereotypes are true. And fried chicken, you cannot go well. Biden may not have a brain, but he knew to stop by KFC before he went over to that black family's house. Guarantee you they ate the chicken and then cussed him out after he left. Guarantee you
I
they did.
saw that. I saw that. Well, we have Vinto in my community, and Vinto is like a sugar drink, and it is mixed with water, and it is so sweet and so good. It's called Vinto, so you guys can try that if you want. So,
Okay, I'll try it. And
alrighty
for
then.
Samuel, if a redhead wearing clear heels, and he'll be happy.
Ah,
Okay,
jeez.
Larry, get off right now. Okay, and Samuel, do not respond to what Larry just said. But would you like to say anything else?
No, not really. It's been an interesting day. Looks like it's only going to get more interesting. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, for real. I mean, the day is young yet. Well, not for Biden. Biden is already in bed right now. You guys know. They said that Joe Biden is the sharpest between the morning and 8 p.m. But I think that they're
Well,
exaggerating. I'm
Biden
pretty
is a
sure it's really 4.
figurehead and a puppet. He's not running anything.
Oh my God. We got to speak about that tomorrow. I'm going to bring it up. But good night. I will talk to you
Uh,
all tomorrow. Bye, Samuel. But Carrie says, exiled, he's telling you to do something not good. What? I don't think Larry would ever lead me astray. He would never. AKA Dog says, the Democrats saying, like Jim Jones saying when he lose control. I don't know who these people are, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know.
uh,
Hot sauce.
Jim Jones was a leader of a cult. The whole drink the Kool Aid thing comes from him. He killed over 900 people by giving
Oh,
them
I know him.
Kool
I
Aid that
know
was
him. I just
poisoned.
didn't know the
Yep.
name. I didn't know the name, but yes, I remember the guy who killed all his group with Kool Aid, and I remember the one who put them all in white shoes, white trainers. They had to wear white trainers, and yeah, they died. They poisoned themselves for him in the name of whatever. Yeah, I remember that. I just didn't know the name. Sorry, guys. I love you, immigrants. Y'all helped build this country. There's so many responses I want to say to that, but I won't do it because I don't want to get kicked off the YouTube yet. Not yet. Almost. Almost though. After Trump's get reelected, I don't mind getting kicked off the internet then because my my job will be done once Trump gets reelected. It was Rachel who took the shot. She did. She did. She actually did. Wait, didn't she? Wait a minute. Actually, did she? I don't know. I don't. I know that she brought it up. She said that she was going to, but I remember telling her that she didn't need it. But she was all for it. So that's why I think that she definitely did. You know what? I will confirm. I will confirm that with her. We might have to do it live tomorrow. Maybe we can confirm with her tomorrow live. Oh my gosh. I don't know if she actually took the shot. Little Rachel. All right, guys, I'll let you guys go. I will see you guys tomorrow at night. Tomorrow we're gonna do a night show. Today it was just, only did this because all this happened. I'm going back to my coffin and I'm going back to sleep again until 8 or so. So I'm going back to my slumber. But it was so nice to see you all, and let's just all pray for Trump and thank God that he's still with us. We are praying people, aren't we? So let's all pray and be happy that he's not gone. Alrighty then. Um, I will let you guys out. Let me see. Da, da, da. All right. Yeah, I'm just reading you guys' comments just to make sure. All right then. Bye bye. I will give you guys a little bit of outro music, and you guys can talk among yourselves until the music is done. Here we go. One second, because I love when people leave me messages right when I'm signing off. Why do you guys do this? I was live and I was addressing you, and then you start commenting when I'm turning off, when I'm already running the credits. Hold on, we're gonna handle this really quickly because I don't need much time to handle this. I really don't. This is light work. This is light work for me. You guys, I mean, most of you guys know I was on the Peep Network. Though that is a real debate. That is debate and going back and forth and blah blah blah. This is light work. And what does Trump disallowing the Chinese to come into the country have to do with the pandemic? So, Mr. Magnetic, typically when there's a pandemic coming out of a certain country, let's say Uganda, the pandemic is coming out of Uganda. What a president would try to do in the beginning stages before it spreads worldwide is try to prevent travel from that country into our country, because you don't want people from the infected nation or the nation that the virus or pandemic is coming from to come into your nation and infect your people. So typically, that's what a good president would do in order to try to protect their people. Same thing that China would do if there was a virus that started in the United States and it was spreading worldwide. China would do the same thing against us. Okay? It's not racism, it's not whatever. China is not a race. Chinese is not a race. So it's not racism to protect yourself from China. So I don't, oh my God. And if it were Obama who were saying, you know what, we're going to limit or halt traffic from China into this nation while we figure out what's going on, people would say, he's trying to protect the American people. You see, he's trying to prevent the traffic and the, travel, because obviously, same thing if it was your neighbor's house. Your neighbor's family is sick. Do you want to have all their kids coming to your house while they're sick? You think that's a smart idea? Or are you gonna say no? They're gonna wait until they get better before they come over. Huh. I don't know why these simple concepts are so difficult for some people to understand. I think it's just Trump hate, honestly. You hate Trump so much that your logic gone.